There's a lot of black women that's been laid off. And this woman right here, I want you to hear how she got laid off on her job. But it's something I want to point out in what she's saying. Let's check that out.
Last week, I was laid off of my corporate job for over 20 years that I've been there. I'm bringing this up to say these jobs don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They don't care what you got going on, how many bills you have. That's it. When they want to let you go, they let you go. So you should always have a plan B. You have to always have a backup plan. Never, ever go through life without a plan B or a backup plan. That's it. That's this post.
She's 100% right. You should have a plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. You should have multiple streams of revenue, not just one stream. I've learned a long time ago that if all your revenue comes through a job, that's way too much power for one entity to have over your life. Because if all your income just comes from your job that you have, then if they let you go because of layoffs or just fire you for whatever the reason, now you're scrambling. You understand what I'm saying? And that's never something that you want to do. If you look at these millionaires and billionaires, they have multiple streams of revenue. They don't have just one. So if that's how they stay with money, because, okay, well, I lost this over here, then boom, you can get up to, 7 streams of revenue would be great. But the more and more revenue you can create that you don't have to just depend on that job, then now let's get to something else. And we've talked about this many, many times before. The system have told, especially even in our community, especially the women, go to school, get an education, get a degree, and take care of yourself without a man. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this woman does not have a man. I'm just talking in general. I may lean on, she may not, but she could. Don't know. That's why I'm not saying no absolutes. But when you have a man, when you have a husband, and I just didn't see no ring on her hand, so I can just maybe lean that way. But hey, she may not just wear one, whatever. It's harder by yourself versus if you have a husband. It's harder because if you have two people working, sure, it's devastating to lose a 20-year job. Yeah, it's devastating, right? Yes, she's right. These corporations don't care about you at all. They don't care how much you sacrifice. I learned all this mess the hard way. They don't care how much you sacrifice. They don't care how much you show up. They don't care. They don't care about anything with you. All you are is an employee number to these people. That is it. And that's why you don't sacrifice your life. You don't sacrifice your time for them. You don't miss events for your children. You don't do any of that mess for them people because they do not appreciate you. But what we have to get to, because unfortunately, a lot of women are waking up to this. What we got to get to is that, you know what? Get your husband in your 20s. Get him. That's the time to get him. Get that young man that's going up in life. Not the dude that's up here doing some Pookie and Ray Ray. There's no longevity to that. Sometimes, they go through the little motions where they get excited with that. And I never understood why. Because I guess I believe more the long game. And in the end, that young brother, he got a good heart. He doing what he's supposed to do. He not going to be a jailbird. He's not going to be out here beating on you and cheating on you or whatever. He wants a family with you. And you need to go ahead on and start accepting that family structure, because that's the people that really make it. And I know a lot of sisters like to get money. If you do the research, married couples have more money than single people. Single people are struggling. Single women are struggling even more. Now, this woman has to bounce back after 20 years. And that's not easy for nobody to do. I think what they said over, I know the last figure was over 300,000 black women have been laid off or fired from their jobs, which is a lot of people, a lot of sisters. Do they have, different streams of revenue? Do they have a husband where they say, you know what, I got laid off, but I'm not worried about bills right now because I'm good. I mean, shoot, my man got it. That is a comforting thing when a woman can say that I got laid off, but we'll be okay because, my husband does good. Women should have that reassurance. They shouldn't be out here struggling. You talking about soft life. You can't live a soft life if you're financially struggling. You can't do it. And really, the one who really brings a soft life is you having a man, having a husband. Because it's in us to want to give you a soft life. That's what you don't understand. When we love you, we want to give you that. We want to see you relaxed and pampered and not stressed. That's how we want. Now, if you're taking on stress because you're choosing to, then we can't do nothing about that. But for the most part, we're in control of it. We want to give you a soft life. We don't want you worrying. We don't want you to feel about no bills. Like, hey, we're going to do what we got to do. So we got it. We a team. You understand? So like I said, it's very unfortunate for her, but I'm going to keep preaching over and over and over and over again that we need married couples and we got to work together. If I don't preach nothing else, because there's way too many women out here struggling, way too many, and they shouldn't be struggling financially. And the ones that silly say, I ain't working together, I ain't doing 50-50. Okay, well, continue to pay 100% of the bills by yourself. Continue to do that. And that's okay. I mean, I have no issue with what you choose to do. I'm a firm believer of don't argue with nobody. Let people do what they do. Life would be so much simpler. But, I hope she bounced back.